All right, so I'm back. I'm finally back after I think 3 weeks or something. But yeah, we're back with a scary movie, 2026. Apparently, this has been changed to just scary movie. I swear on everything that this movie was called Scary Movie 6, but it essentially is Scary Movie 6. It's the newest scary movie from the spoof movies, Marlon Wayans and all that. Those movies. Except this time it's kind of like a reboot because they're bringing back pretty much everyone from the first scary movie. And I swear half of these characters I just do not remember. But I mean, obviously I remember them, but this is from the second movie, so I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, they brought back pretty much everyone from the first and second scary movie to make a new one, and they're gonna make a new one, just another one of these movies, just for the newest movies that come out in the last five or so 10 years. I think I want to say. Obviously, we got a bunch of jokes like this is a Kai Cenat joke they were doing. They were already making fun of Michael Jackson, which is kind of weird because it's not a horror movie, but it's a recent movie. I think this was Long Legs or Terrorizer. There's Weapons. There's Sinners. There's Squid Games, which never even made an appearance in the movie. Yeah, Terrorizer, Long Legs, Wednesday, Get Out. I think that's Saw. Of course, The Mask from Scream. Yeah. This isn't a surprise scary movie. This franchise does this all the time. Ma, you had their Final Destination. I could literally go on forever. This isn't new to scary movie, obviously, so I knew what to get into. Here's just some more screenshots of what they were doing. And Smile. This is Smile. Yeah. There was a lot of references. Yeah, Obsession. Oh no, this is Backrooms. They had one for Substance. I think that's Midsummer, and yeah, I literally could go on forever. So, how was the movie? Well, it was fucking awful, and no surprise there, man. When this first trailer came out, I just knew this shit was not gonna. Oh yeah, Megan. I just knew this shit was just not gonna be funny at all. Like, I don't even want to play the audio because I just don't want to deal with copyright stuff. So just look at it, but. The level of comedy they were going for was just are we literally 15 years old again? And I know this movie is an adult, quote unquote adult movie, but man, it just feels like this movie is just meant for literal 15-year-olds now. It's like back in the day, it was oh, it was cool if you watched this if you were young because you're not allowed to. But now it's just it is just clear that this is just trying to tend to yeah, this was a fucked up scene. This is just a movie that is made for children or people who literally watches five movies every decade. And I've said that a lot. If you don't watch a lot of movies, then you're probably going to think this is amazing. Uh, Rotten Tomatoes, we got 24, which is, yeah, understandable. 67 from the audience, which is way too high, which also is hilarious because people thought this is going to be the funniest movie ever. Oh, comedy is back. Yeah, okay, guys, sure. 5.4 according to IMDb. Still, whatever. 2.5 according to Letterboxd. I just out of 5, by the way. So this is basically a 5 out of 10 movie. And online reception, we're getting the first trailer. I think this was 5 million views and all this and that, and a bunch of likes. So that's the movie. I don't think it was funny at all. Okay, I don't think it was that great. Was it funny? Maybe, if again your level of comedy or what you think is funny is basic shit. There was a few jokes that I genuinely had to laugh at. There was a joke about weapons and the drugs that were the kids were on. That was pretty funny. And other than that, I got chuckles here and there. That's just literally it. I just could not find this movie funny. In fact, I actually thought it was very boring. I thought this movie was extremely boring to watch, and there was points where I was actually closing my eyes just waiting for it to get over with. Yeah. For a movie that's supposed to be a comedy movie, they failed at comedy and they were really boring. A lot of people think this movie is just going to jumpstart White Chicks 2, and holy shit, I hope that doesn't happen because one, White Chicks originally is already a garbage movie. It's really not that good. But yeah, people think comedy is back now because of this movie, and it just failed to be that. It's the number one movie right now, so that's unfortunate. The characters, yeah, are all back from the first scary movie, but now there's these new characters, which are basically everyone's son and kid. There's 5 kids, and yeah, I could go through that, but truly these characters are so one-dimensional, and I know they were kind of like that in the first scary movies, but man, are they way more fucking one-dimensional than ever before. Like, I don't even like. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, we have a lot of like some guest appearances. Like, there's just so many characters that were in this movie that I'm just like so hard to remember their names or their purpose or anything about them. Yeah, spoiler alert. Anthony Anderson. I'll talk about that later. Just yeah. So obviously, a lot of the OG cast. But then like there were some more characters where they were basically their children. Very one dimensional, very bad. Of course, acting is not supposed to be taken seriously, so of course they didn't act or anything. Um, yeah, there were some cool set pieces. I will give the movie some credit, like recreating some of these not old, like these recent horror movies are pretty, funny and like pretty interesting. I just wish they would have had a better like, story that flows into it. And I'll get into that because I know a lot of people could get mad at me for saying story in a scary movie, but at least in Scary Movie 1 and 2, there was a plot and it was all connected and the jokes were like complementary to it. This movie's story is so like disconnected and so like it's so disconnected that literally scenes don't flow into each other. They're just randomly being posted like, here's the scene where we make fun of substance, and here's the scene where we make fun of sinners, and here's the scene where we make fun of weapons. It happens the entire time. I kid you not, there is not a story in this movie. And again, Scary Movie not having a story, the water is wet, like at least the first few had stories that were connected. This doesn't have one. It's so bad. It's like they literally were just at a board meeting or whatever. It was like they were just at a board meeting. They were like, okay, what are the last 20 movies that came out that were horror? Let's just jam them in together and just fist them into a fucking can and make them connect somehow. We don't care how. Yeah. There wasn't any like as far as music, they made fun of like K-pop Demon Hunters. They had like an original song. I don't know if Sony actually animated that, but it was animated, so that was pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, the music was just typical pop music that you've heard recently. There's of course no message, no meaning into these movies. There's Kaisen out there. He has something happened to him that was pretty funny. There really just isn't much to talk about these movies. It's not interesting. There's no like visuals or like animation. Well, there was animation in that one scene, but there's no like anything artistic about this movie. Obviously, so don't come into this expecting that. But yeah, they didn't even try. It's just very like characters are just talking to each other, making bad jokes. The movie just flows along, and there's like this loose story of like, oh, the killer's coming back and whatnot. Yeah, there really just isn't anything to talk about this movie. It's just all disconnected, random scenes that just, yeah, just random scenes back to back to back with bad jokes and nothing else. Literally nothing else. It was so boring. The acting was bad. Nothing was appealing about this movie. The ending was so rushed. It is so lazy. It was to the point where they just like ended it with an Anthony Anderson just showing up at the end and just doing nothing and like just yapping for like 12 minutes. Like, oh my god, it was so fucking boring. And I was just ready to walk out. And like the guy with the broken arm, strong arm, he had his joke with like long legs, but they barely used that. So that was whatever. But yeah, Scary Movie 6 just sucks. Like, everyone who is saying this movie is good or they liked it is just lying. Or, again, like I keep saying, they just have not seen a lot of movies. And I know that could be an insult, but, like, it is just so true. I don't understand how someone could watch this movie and think, oh, yeah, that was great. That was an amazing movie. That was funny. Comedy is back. Oh, my God. And for all those people who are coping and saying, like, oh, critics don't know what a good comedy movie is, and saying, like, then explain this. Explain this. Explain this. I'm just saying, explain. So yeah, um, I'd say don't bother like wasting your time watching this stupid ass movie. Like again, I know it's supposed to be a stupid movie, but yeah, this is a stupid ass movie. It's very boring, not funny, and nothing interesting. It's just references the movie, but we're not trying to be funny. But I know the Oscars is going to be trying. I mean, I don't know, probably going to be making fun of them. Marlon Wayans is like so weird. Like I don't know what he's doing now recently, where he's trying to be like back in the mainstream. But yeah, I mean, I guess it was cool seeing him being shoddy and everything again, and yeah, like everyone coming back was all cool and all. But again, it was just a wasted potential. And yeah, speaking of jokes. They stole jokes from the first movie. It just recycled so many jokes, and I swear, if you watch Scary Movie 1 and 6, watch them side by side, you'll realize, like, oh shit, they're literally just stealing their own jokes. They couldn't even be bothered to write anything new. So yeah, this movie sucks. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. Just literally do not waste your time watching this trash. Please just watch something else. Watch Obsession. Like, if you want to watch this, well, I guess that's an actual scary movie. Just watch anything else. Watch Masters of the Universe, which I'll be talking about soon. Anyway, that's it. See ya.